Good afternoon, evening, everybody. It's Kairos here. This is my first live stream ever for the first group stage match. Well, one of the basically the first group stage match round robin for season 2 of We Like Dota League. Like everybody's just getting ready to start. We're gonna get loaded in soon here. I went ahead and started the stream just a little bit early. We can get going. A little customization here. United States sounds good. Customization here. I think we have a double cast. Sweet. All right, we are in. United States sounds good. Just a few settings here. Turn off my sound on this side. Sweet. Go. Yeah, this is a round robin stage. We're going to be doing this for several months, actually. It's towards the end of October that we're going to be, the finals are going to be October 30th. I was asked to hold off on what first prize is going to be, so we're going to hold off on that for a little. It's also going to be loaded up to YouTube. Standins versus Life's Lich. With the puck, finest one Kramer, Nerzul, the lights out. Holy God, thank you guys for having easy to pronounce names. Thank God. I think my last team match I did was, they had no idea I was doing it too. I just happened to pop in a random match. I popped in and did, it was a team from Ukraine. They had no idea I was even doing it, so. And that was just pronouncing. It's on YouTube if you want to see it. That was a nightmare to cast. Storm Spirit, quick bands right there. TI5, Storm Spirit saw a lot of action. He was probably one of the top 10 to get picked or banned. No surprise there at all.
5 seconds remaining.
Most likely, this is amateur action, so you're not gonna. you're gonna see. This is fresh off of TI5, so everybody here, including myself, or at least a good chunk of people that have been watching this tournament, have an idea of what the current meta is and stuff like that, and you can kind of tell with the picks and bans already. Banning out Storm and Lesh, two of the strongest mid heroes in the game right now, and two massively snowballing heroes. They need good snowball. Banning out Tusk as well. That's the strong support ganker, and Gyro as well. Gyro is probably one of, during the group stages in TI5, he got hellaciously picked or banned. I think he was like 1 for 10 at some point, and then the meta sort of started to catch up, and the next thing you know, you pretty much have. It was pretty much down to everybody was starting to get used to the meta, and they were starting to counter Gyro a little bit more easily. With Lina got picked a lot more often. BKB piercing ults were very commonplace, and Bounty Hunter did make it through. So we're gonna see if Life's Lich are going to be very wary of their courier, and if Team Amped are going to be going for that courier, going for bottle snipes and warding lanes specifically to pick off courier. So we'll see what happens with that early on. This is already interesting just because Bounty's in this game. That's cool. This probably the 5 most picked and banned heroes in the probably in the top 10, 5 of which have already been taken out. Rubik right off the bat. Very nice. If you'd be able to steal track and get some track goal for Life's Lich, I'd be really happy to see that. You almost never see that. And this is where you can really appreciate a co-caster. I think the other channel does have like 3 casters or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Like I had no idea that, like, we're looking at the sheet for tonight's cast, and it showed me as caster 2 or something like that, but there was I have no idea that, like, had I known that there was going to be another cast of this, I would have casted a different match. But I'm going to cast every single match. Every single match is going to be on YouTube. You might see duplicate casts of a single match. My goal is to cast every single match in the group stages all the way up to the final, or at least on YouTube, and eventually it's going to go We like Dota's good as well. Nice combo there. Very defensive combo. Extremely squishy. Most likely, you're going to see everybody's A game come out. We had my team, Floor is Lava. I'm also in this tournament too. We were ready with our A game for game 1, but our team didn't show up. So we got to buy. We got to make a default win, I guess. So we're really hoping to see some action there, but we didn't get it. A little quiet. Okay, Roger. I'm turning this up a little bit.
Remaining.
A little better? Find out in a second here.
Dieting man.
Lina going through those BKB piercing ults. This is very much identical to the TI5 meta right now. Going for the supports first. They're not. No one's trying to panic pick a carry right now. No one's really trying to get their carry in before it gets banned out. Ban out Clock. Another good pick. That would pair really well with Lina, but they're going to go ahead and ban that out instead. They got something else for it. Alright, thanks. Sorry about that. Yeah. Been working on my, like I got with the pop filter here. When I move it a little too close, my S's get a little too loud. And that's something you realize as a caster is that, you know, you realize that stuff in real life, and now I'm actually like starting to change the way I talk in real life just based on what I'm doing here. No surprise. Okay, Coddle ban is the only surprise so far. I guess they just don't want to get drained out. Drain Disruptor or Rubik would be pretty hellaciously bad. I guess they might go a 2-1-2 combo too. And if two guys manage to get, if they do a 2-1-2, and one Coddle can shut down an entire lane with just maxing out that Illuminate, spamming it to hell, that's gonna hurt. See the captain? Sweet. Roger. Thanks, appreciate that, dude.
Radiant.
Actually, I'll just talk louder. How about that? Get some more hype going on here. That's one thing I'm going to be working on. Shoutcasting. Banned by Zeus. Good pick for Bounty and Lina here. I'll move this just a little bit closer. There we go. Bounty and Lina. Extremely squishy, low hit point heroes. Good choice for banning him out there. And, well, Bloodseeker. These guys really don't want to get ganked. They're playing a really safe lineup here. If you see me look back and forth here, I've literally got 3 monitors where I've got all this shit going on here. And just getting used to this. Just getting used to this right now.
5 seconds remaining.
Running out of time here. They got plenty of reserve time. They're both teams slow rolling a little bit here. They're not like super confident and just simply, okay, boom, pick this one. We don't care. We're just gonna go ahead and pick that one. There's a lot of thought going into each one. Either they're just slow rolling it, or they're actually putting a lot of thought into their counter picks. Darkseer with these two guys, they're both. I see some melee carries coming up here because right now Disruptor and Rubik having Ion Shell, I'm not gonna do much. So at least one melee carry, maybe a Bristleback, maybe an Axe, something like that, or at least Axe for initiation. Get a nice combo there. Pretty. I'm not seeing a whole lot of split push either. I mean, Disruptor is not a huge pusher, neither is Rubik. Very defensive so far.
Reserve time.
And finally another reserve time. Low rolling this shit. And this is where you do appreciate a co-caster, where you can actually come in here. Okay, Venomancer, that's actually a huge surprise. Again, playing more defense than anything. Anti-push versus really teamfight versus teamfight and anti-push. This is, with the Bounty Hunter ready to pick people off though, I mean, Rubik's pretty vulnerable. Disruptor won't have as hard of a time against Bounty if he can get off a glimpse in time, or even fire off his ult with a kinetic field. He's not in the biggest amount of trouble, and Dark could come in, theoretically, get some people out of a jam, but you know, these are some squishy dudes against Bounty Hunter. You could have a pretty good time so far. Pretty good time so far.
Reserve time.
Now we're gonna see the big boys come out in a minute. We have no tanks whatsoever on either team here. We're gonna see something come out. Whether at least one beefcake on each team. Otherwise both teams are gonna really pay for it here. It's not like it's a death ball strategy like with a ton of push, because neither team really have it right now. It's more anti-push than anything. The team's taking a little bit more time in each pick here now, starting to dip into their reserve time. More counter picking than anything. Wondering how much, if there's any actual arguing or anything going on here. I doubt it. It's more just serious thought. I believe this is their first. Yeah, this is their first match, so trying to put their good foot forward. They know they're being casted. You know, pressure's on. I think they know they have two different casters going on this, so all eyes are on these guys right now. No pressure. There we go. Big gank. Possible mid. Possible just solo off lane. And with the ion shell, just running in there with the melee. There you go. That's some good action right there. Really effective against Veno if he can't get it. If he goes in, if he gets him traveling from tower to tower before he can get his wards up. And then, yeah, pretty much an easy pick off for Lina. Unless Lina can get a Yule Scepter, in which case she'll buy herself plenty of time. During nighttime, I mean, even if he goes straight, if he goes to straight maxes out his silence, even with Yule Scepter, she's gonna have a problem. So this is good. Yes, I like how this is going.
Reserve time.
All right, not too bad. Okay, they're Life Switch are still in the jam right now. Ion Shell is not gonna do shit for. I mean, it's gonna help a lot in the first 15-20 minutes. After that, really going to drop off. Phantom Lancer's going to take off. They need some serious cleave action here. They're going to need a Sven, a Bristle. You know,
5 seconds remaining.
At this point, not even Magnus would help giving cleave to someone else. They really need someone with just straight cleave.
Breaking into reserve time now.
Anybody who can get anybody who just made as a Battle Fury. Everybody say hi to Squeaks. This is one of my guys. One of my original names was A Cat on Your Keyboard, but as far as a caster goes, that's a little bit too long. So I was shortening it down to Kairos. Standing out on dying at the very end. Going for more late game. They don't want to get ganked. Again, very defensive. They want to play very, very safe against very safe in the early game. And
10 seconds remaining.
They want to help someone get some serious farm. Who's it going to be? We're gonna find out.
5 seconds remaining.
I'll find out.
Reserve time.
Lich has only got about 40-ish seconds of time to pick their last guy. They're diving deep into their reserve time.
Radiant team pick.
They're finally banning out the Luna. Very common. Very incredibly strong in the mid to late game. Very, very common in TI. That was pretty much the answer to, if you were going to pick Phantom Lancer, we're going to pick Luna. So that was a really smart counter right there. So really smart. Although, as smart as it was, banning out someone in the super late game, I mean, that's where Phantom really shines. So banning out someone in the super late game like a Sven, perhaps, or, you know, that's really who I'm looking at. So they really want to, Dire really want to make this game last a long time. Seeing upwards of 50 to an hour on this one.
Naga Siren.
Oh, carry Naga.
Dire team pick.
Carry Naga. With the Radiance too, that's going to help a lot against those illusions. If PL doesn't pick up a heart right away, if he doesn't focus on a heart very soon, if Naga gets a Radiance, it's going to be over for PL fairly quickly. And that team fight set up with the song is going to be huge, especially in the early game. There's so much strong early game into their. This is a great lineup for Life Switch. Their early game is incredibly strong. Their middle game is pretty decent. They've got to cover Naga while Night Stalker does most of the work ganking, and then help Naga farm. And then into the late game, Naga will take over, and everybody else can just help her out. It's a little bit of a split push thing going on here too. And what is going to be Amp's answer to this? Got 1 minute left. We're not even into this thing and I've already got a P already. This fucking sucks. Taking their sweet time. Not rushing it. Good counter to Naga would be a shaker at this point. Anyone with cleave? Tinker would be decent because he can just zoom around the map and constantly, mainly to prevent the split push action from Naga if she decides to go Radiance and then just keep split pushing constantly with, or simultaneous push with the illusions. Life's Lich is going to have a lot of map control. I see this going on here. Ooh. That was like top 3 picked right there. Alright, so Sweet Kissing on the Queen. Brains on the Veno. Doppel on the Bounty. Young Abe on the PL. And Liquid Swords. That's pretty appropriate with the Laguna Blade name on the Lina. I'm going to leave this window open for just a moment while I work on...
Prepare for battle!
This is my first live match, so it's going to be a little bit different for me here. There will be no pauses for me. There will be no replays, so no fucking this up. We're going to have What the Puck on the Night Stalker. Finest One on the Naga. Kramer on the Dark Seer. Nerzul on the Rubik. And Lights Out on the Disruptor. Very appropriate name as well. We got a signal for some, looks like we're going to do some defensive warding right off the bat. Let's go ahead and take, looks like, yeah, this DC, we're going to have a quick pause. Wouldn't be Dota without pauses, even in some of the most, even the pros have DCs. Let's see what we got for some items so far. Any early game smoke action? Nope, looks like we're not going to see an early game smoke gank. And I will not tell you if our team did a smoke gank, whether they came or not. Sweet Kissing might go middle, and might be doing a bottle further thereafter, just going straight stats. Looks like an even split here. Doppel might try to loop around. Oh, here we go. Just a straight dive in here. Poison Touch coming in. Nargle's getting caught. He does lift Young A, but he's on the run. He's poisoned. He's slowed down. He's not going anywhere. And a glimpse back just to make sure the job gets, or actually a defensive glimpse, trying to make sure the job gets done, but it was a little bit too late. That short range not going to help. And First Blood's going to go to AMP. Defensive ward just trying to clear out. Defensive ward trying to clear things out here. Got pings down bottom.
Give me about it!
Up top. Uncontested rune there, so it's going to be 1 for 1 on the runes. But First Blood is going to go to AMP, so they are going to get the edge. Okay, roger. I'll just boost the location. Right now it's maxed. We have 3 in the middle right now? Okay. That's not too uncommon having a bounty in there to rotate around.
Thought you had that, didn't
Okay, he's going to rotate around bottom. Looks like we're not going to see an early courier snipe. Young Abe up top against Kramer. Doing the Ion Shell thing. That Ion Shell is going to keep PL from getting any serious farm for quite a while. Now in the bottom we got Finest One on Naga. Finest One on the Naga and Narzul on the Rubik. So far it's just 1 down here. We got a roaming bounty and the D ward was successful, so they are going to be able to pull up top. Nicely done, nicely done. We've got a Night Stalker who's going to come online in a couple of levels here. And it is going to be Sweet Kissing with a couple of tangos and stats up front. And his relatively low cost blink will be able to get him in and out of trouble until the blink is done. Okay, thank you. And if my S's are getting a little too much, let me know. Just please let me know. And also, one thing I'm getting used to is the first live commentary here. Apparently the camera wants to scroll a little bit more over. It's scrolling a little bit more than I want it to, so just bear with me on that. Bounty Hunter on the roam. Going down bottom. I'm gonna give we do have the tri-lane bottom. Gonna give Cranes a hand down here. Rotating in. Not sure if he saw him with the fade time. Most of my attention is going to be focused down here with the tri-lane because that's where most of the fun is, honestly. I mean, that's just okay. Well, hang on. We got an early rotation here from Liquid Swords coming up top. Yeah, because that Ion Shell's just giving them too much trouble. They're going to have to fix that. Have to change the strategy up. Oh, we got a lift from Doppel. They do have a sentry ward down here. They're going to see him. Or was it a dust? I don't see a sentry down here. Looks like it might have been a dust. lifts them up, throws them down. Kind of blew their cover. Kind of blew their jig was up a little bit early on that one. That was a wasted call. Maybe he was just exposed for just a second while he went back in a shadow walk. Yeah, they kind of blew their load a little bit early there. So far up in the middle, Sweet Kissing doing really good job in the middle. Just completely dominating. That's kind of to be expected with, you know, what the puck, you know, versus Bob versus a melee. God damn, sorry about this camera, guys. My apologies. I'm just gonna try and use this more often. But yeah, 12 and 5, and definitely keeping what the puck back, even with the bottle. He just needs levels though. He's not really there for CS. He's there for a couple of levels, and then he's gonna start ganking. We got nighttime coming up in about 45 seconds. So we might see an early rotation from him, especially with this frustration going on here. He's up at level 4 already. Might see some action fairly soon here. Bound to get grabbing illusions and just rotating. That's fairly obvious ploy. Right? I mean, you're just standing right there. I mean, they know that's an illusion right there. No problem. Young Abe again getting spammed by a double ion shell, completely shut down. He goes in there and immediately gets what, 200 damage per second at this level? No, 60 per second at this level with 2 of those. And that was an easy kill in the middle. Got wore down. Got wore down and then just simply dove in with a Scream of Pain. Easy pick off there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're gonna push up with the creeps. Man, that tower's down to about half already. Nicely done. That's 2. That's gonna take him to 2 and 0. But it is nighttime. Let's see where he's going. Is he gonna go up? If he's gonna go up to the middle lane, he's gonna get a little bit more. It's going to even the score, but at best it's going to be just even versus the first opportunity for the roaming around, getting the first shot here. But unfortunately, this tri-lane, which is currently not pulling any creeps, thanks to the, well, yeah, the Sentry Ward, it was well placed, but they didn't well, nicely done here with the Observer catching it, you know, just did not get caught. They placed it in range, but simply they didn't look hard enough to find it, but uh-oh. Brain's going to get lifted up and drop back down, and then it's snared, and that's going to be an easy kill there. Didn't even really need all 3 of them. The kinetic field wasn't even really necessary. Lights Out just maxing for crowd control here. Doesn't even have a level in Thunderstrike yet. He doesn't need it. It's a nice addition, but at this point you only need 2 in this lane. But unfortunately for what the puck, it also means both of these lanes with the double ion shell up top, and then you got a tri-lane down bottom that's unsuccessfully not being able to pull because they didn't find that ward. So both lanes are pushed up, so that means that Night Stalker's not going to be able to do what he needs to do. So he might be able to pick up a little bit more farm, but at best he can break even against the Queen of Pain, who's already pulling way ahead with an Invis rune. Boots, Null Talisman, he's definitely going to take off in this one. However, that does mean that there is going to be more action, or more early push on these towers, but it's not going to matter much if you can't get your ganks in that you need to. And we're already halfway through night. Got 2 minutes to go.
Looks like you lost someone there, mate.
And we got a DC from Lights Out. Lights are out, and we're moving up to top lane where Liquid Sword is just keeping the lane pulled as much as possible. Just to do as much as you can with that hot shot. While we're doing this, let me fix my goddamn camera. Acceleration. Speed. See if I can help move this a little bit better. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know too. Acceleration. Let's try that. Okay. You on one side. You on the other. Contenders ready. Gladiators ready. Bounty on the roam. They don't see him. Actually, they do. Even with night, they did see him. Oh, my possible action down bottom. Nope. Brains are soaking in those levels. Although the one thing about the tri-lane being successful is that Finest One is pulling ahead, 29 and 5, doing really good, getting a really good amount of farm down here. Let's see how he's doing. Poor man's done. Boot's done. Just 300 gold from his treads. That's not too bad. doing as well as Sweet Kissing in the middle. I mean, that's pretty respectable. And What the Puck actually having a little bit better time of it, at least getting as many denies in, but still way behind. He's gonna at least try. He's gonna finally try and do a rotation here. Rain is still just hugging the tower, content to just keep his. Thank you. He's just content to play defense and let his wards do most of the work. He's just the only hard part is just making sure he stays in range to get experience, and also hugging the tower and being safe at the same time. Looks like he's doing a pretty good job though. Doppel on the roam, only level 4, not too bad. This will pick up. A and P are doing a pretty good job of getting ganks in. So they're not exactly trailing, they're slightly in the lead. But once that track goal kicks in, things are really gonna heat up, especially with a like Queen of Pain is a really good answer to Night Stalker in that. And why is this deciding to randomly zoom? Anyways, Queen of Pain, really good answer to Night Stalker in the mid, in that she's an incredibly strong mid ganker. You couple that with some track gold, in addition to Lena, who playing hard support right now, being a boss, doing wards and everything, doesn't even have boots at 6 minutes, being a complete fucking boss right now. And basically, you know, if she can even get a Yules or something like that anytime soon, she'll be in a great position to really help pull off these mid ganks. But really, Cranes, it's really going to be on Cranes and Sweet Kissing to really pull this out with some track gold later on. Really open up some space for Liquid Swords to catch up a little bit. Meanwhile, and also Young Abe, he's doing a pretty decent job. This train lane is helping, and the pulling of the creeps is keeping that Ion Shell down long enough. But he's not exactly, he's doing a decent job. He's not falling behind or anything. He's getting, let's see here, how is he doing in comparison to Mr. Darkseer? Only level 3. That okay? Wow! He's playing it so defensive. He's playing it so safe, which is a huge surprise. Knowing that Lena's there, I mean, he's got the surge. He can get out if he needs to, even if he gets hit by the LSA. This is, in my opinion, a huge mistake on his part. And just okay, this is where Venno is really shining. It's going to help him out, and where Darkseer is falling behind. And pretty much the same concept of just, taking out the creeps with your abilities, but staying too far to get the experience. You're getting the gold, no problem, but at level 3, solo in the off lane, it's going to kick you in the ass later. Definitely going to kick your ass in the ass later, because you have a level 4 hard support that's actually got 1 level on you. Granted, you're way behind in gold, but having an extra level as a support is, at this point, pretty good job. Pretty good job. This game has been brought to you by We Like Dota League. I have no... We're very fine sponsors of... Okay, here we go. Alright, bounty here and rotating with it. Might go for a courier snipe here.
The battle resumes.
We got a ping from the Nags. You got a ping from Sweet Kissing. I'm gonna go in. I'm just gonna switch back over here just for a little bit, just so I can get these names down again. Young Aim, Doppel, Liquid Swords, Kissing, Cranes, -1 Kramer, Nerzul, Lights Out. What the fuck? Alright. Oh, meanwhile, Crane. Oh, getting caught at level 3 by the LSA. If you had stuck around a little bit longer, might have been able to. That LSA was a good combo though. That was a ton of burst damage, and there's your 6-minute boots, your 7-minute boots right there. Nicely done. There are ways you can hang out in the trees, especially under cover at night, where you can get some XP, be a little bit closer, and stay out of sight to the point where you can at least get some XP. But nice pick off. Oh, meanwhile middle. Oh, a 3-man combo. Apologize for missing that one, but holy crap, just diving in. I mean, it's fairly self-explanatory. Bounty Hunter rotating in, didn't even have to do anything, it looks like. Maybe a hit of Janata, but Queen of Pain following up with her ult. And this is Night Stalker's prime time. He's getting rocked. What the puck, man? Young Abe now free and clear of Ion Shell for a good 30 seconds or so, just picking up a lot more farm that he needs. Meanwhile, -1 getting pushed against the tower. No big deal though, they're doing fine, although he's taking a lot of extra creep hits than he needs to. That extra damage from the that poison damage is rocking his face. I was getting low. Is there anybody else coming in? Nope, not yet. Rubik rotating back in, possibly. Just getting some wards and stuff. A little help from Lights Out, giving him a little heal, bringing her back up, doing a good job of that. And we do have. This is the hard part about being a hard carry. If you're doing the hard carry in the tri lane and having a bottle at the same time, you need to have someone who's really good at rotating that bottle in, like TPing in and immediately getting the bottle from the hard carry, to where it'll immediately fill up and you don't even have to leave the lane, because you can't leave the lane. You can't even afford to leave the lane to go get a bounty in if you're that hard carry in the tri lane. Doppel just rotating in, getting a little extra experience in the middle lane. Meanwhile, Kramer got pushed back again. Oh, that's two for two. He got pushed back or killed. So tons of room for young Abe just opened up here. Amp is just taking charge of this game. And here we go with the darkness from What the Puck. He's going to dive deep on Doppel, but what's he going to do with it? He's just going to continue to get more farm. This is his time to shine. He's going to use it to try and catch up. No silence on Doppel. He's just going to go ahead and shadow walk and sit around and grab some more creeps. No problem. Rotating back up, young Abe. Continuing to get more farm. He's about he's little over halfway to his drum. Yes. Yes, I am. It's fun as hell too. This is like crack. This is like eventually working up, one day being a pro doing this, getting paid to do what I love doing anyway. This is gonna be so much fun. -1 getting hit again. A little more harassing there. Taking a lot of damage here. A lot more than he should for the sake of the farm. Really dangerous. Any rotation from anybody at this point would be lethal. They do have wards here,
Money to burn.
but oh, wow. Okay. Oh, Peel getting really low up there. Young Ape. Oh, just being a really aggressive farm right there. Heal himself back up with the sale. But here we go. Rotation from Liquid Swords coming in. This is the rotation we were worried about. Easy blink in, tower dive from Sweet Kiss. He's gonna leap in, Scream Pain, and he gets combo. No, he's gonna get glimpse against the tower. He can use his ult. LSA is gonna hit Lights Out, and Sweet Kissing is gonna get. Nope, he's gonna be trapped against the tower, but just out of range. Just out of range. They're gonna take 3. The entire tri lane has gotten wiped out, and now Gramer to go in. Oh man, a complete wipeout here. Great. Crane's taking tons of damage from the tower, but everybody's here to go ahead and hit the tower and rotate. Very nicely done. Nobody dies at all. And meanwhile, young Abe just gets more and more farm up there. His drum is done. He's in. Oh, LaL is in deep shit. Deep poopy. Deep poopy. I'm gonna push it out. Probably rotate back. Looks like Arcane support. Arcane Lena. It's always. You almost never see Arcane on Lena unless she's doing absolute hard support. Even a lot of hard Lenas, you'll even see phase boots on them. This is total hard support going, maybe even Greaves. Does anybody else? Doesn't look like anybody else is doing a mech. Yeah, she's probably gonna go straight for the Greaves. Nicely done so far though. Good tower dive. That was just a fantastic tower dive. Even with the rotation and everything, they just completely had him off guard. They didn't have a ward underneath their tower where they need to be. Now Sweet Kissing getting killed out. Easy combo there with the ensnare and everything. Oh no, she's gonna blink out. Nope, they are not letting her go. They're gonna pop the song under the tower, and she thought she cut away. I'm not sure why she hooked under the tower right there. I mean, she no doubt heard the song, but that's an easy kill right there. Now Lights Out overextended. He's gonna try and glimpse young Abe away. That's not gonna do a thing. Now pretty much all of LaL is on the run again. Down goes Rubik. That's a 2-for-1 trade. It's 2 for 2 in terms of. It's fairly even in terms of 2 supports going down, but at this point, your supports are going to need farm too. I mean, you're still giving kills to who got that one? Was it Young Abe? Yeah, Young Abe got the kill. That sort of bounces back in their favor, back in AMP's favor, even more so. Woo boy. Woo boy. Deep shit. Yeah. This is totally, like, the draft in general pretty much favored AMP to start. Thus, a support Naga Siren is fantastic, but doing a hard carry with this particular lineup, not exactly going to work out. There's so much burst damage versus sustained damage, like from Ion Shell versus Scream of Pain, etc. little bit unlucky with the wards too. You gotta give him credit for trying, but you know, a little unlucky with those wards didn't work.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah,
is
you're
under
right.
attack.
Good call. Normally I start rotating about here. Queen of Pain pulling away, still ahead of. Oh, blinking in with the LSA. Minus one's gonna get picked off, and the Laguna Blade's gonna finish that job. Trying to get defensive kinetic field, but it's not gonna matter.
Radiant's
They-
top tower is
That's
under
cool.
attack.
Stole the Sonic Wave, but everybody was too high up anyway.
Don't waste your time.
He's gonna still keep it. No, he blew it, so he's not gonna be able to keep it. Had he held on to it for a little longer, had he not blown it on that one, trying to get a desperation kill, he might have been able to use it a little bit later. So Panic Ult is going to backfire a little bit more. An excellent defensive ward, or excellent offensive ward right here. Oh, hang on a second. What the puck getting caught? Oh, nice TP out. No hard disables here, just a lot of silence and such. Minus one going to rotate mid. Very dangerous with two gankers. Red gankers being very aggressive right here. Why is he? Ooh, that's incredibly aggressive. Rotating in under Knight and everything. There's a Scream of Pain. Diving in with the blink. Pops the drum and everything. Yeah, the Young Ape's diving deep with that drum pop, so he's going to go ahead and get the kill with the DD rune. No problem. And even Doppel's here with the track. Oh yeah, 2 tracks on now. He was hoping he'd be there just a few seconds earlier for that last one, but that's going to be all right. Young Abe getting even more farm.
They're fortified.
Bouncing the Janata off,
Radiant's
or
middle
bouncing
tower
the
is taking a drubbing.
bouncing that shuriken off the 2 track guys right
Radiant's
there.
middle
Tracking
tower
3
ain't
now,
radiating
and they are
no more
completely on the
on
back
that
foot. This is
you know
not
what I
over
mean?
yet. This is definitely not over yet for LaL, but they have pretty much been forced into a turtle position at 15 minutes. That is not good at all for a hard carry Naga. They have a ton of high ground defense. They have a ton of high ground team fight, but right now this is completely looking to be in Amp's favor. If Amp go ahead and split up and just take advantage of this farm, and they just keep Young Abe out of the fights for a while, let him just keep getting fat and keep him from getting ganked. He's about halfway done with his Diffusal Blade. That's going to be a nightmare for 3 of these heroes actually. Okay, here we go with the Plague Ward set up, high ground defense. They're pushing high ground under Knight when they really need to be defending their high ground. This is not a good chase, but they wisely decided to get out. They realized the situation was bad. They got out before it got worse. Nicely done. And this has been completely one-sided. Completely one-sided in Amp's favor. Has not changed since, but this is Dota. This is fucking Dota. This could go either way. 10,000 gold means fucking nothing if a team can completely turn this around. Like right now, one guy, Doppel, getting caught out. They drop a Sentry Ward deep in the jungle. Doppel is going to run into it, but are they going to catch him? Are they going to catch him? Not quite. They need a little more dust. They need to slow him down. Sentry Wards are nice, but most likely that was a ward they were going to use for dewarding anyway. Meanwhile, What the Fuck diving in. Completely ambushed on the high ground. LSA is going to hit. Followed up by the track gold for 3. Track gold for 3 on that one. Doppel wasting no time tracking Nerzul. And now he's thinking, oh shit, I'm just going to go ahead and back up at this point. 14-4. And now Venomancer, the hard defense Venomancer, is now ahead of the mid-ganking Night Stalker.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This is falling apart for LaL in a rapid way. This is still not over. This is definitely not the tower you want to try and turn this around right now, though, because you're literally going uphill to try and fight on your tower. I mean, you can still do it. There's still ways you can do it. If you can blink anybody who happens to run into the fight immediately, try and bait out some fights. But if you're gonna sit back and absorb all this massive harass from the slave and such, and the Scream of Pain, yeah, it's too much harass. You're not gonna be able to do it. It's better to forfeit this tower. Just let it go. Take your fight. Get your comeback somewhere else. Best way to do it. It's not the best way, but it is a good way to do it. I'll put it that way. They don't want to let it go with that. They don't want to let it. They want to let them know that they're at least there. They want to let them know that they're at least there. Making a presence. If they're going to take this tower, it's going to take all of you, and it's going to take all fucking day. That's the message that LaL is going to give out. They're being very smart about not diving, though. They realize their disadvantage. Unfortunately, this is giving Young Abe all the time in the world to farm, and now he's almost in first place with with this here. Again, hit after hit from that slave is something you just can't afford. They're getting a little too aggressive. They're pushing out again. They did a really good job hanging behind the tower, doing great with that. Now that the creep momentum is shift, it's better to just let him keep chipping away at the tower though. Good job, they pulled back. Ooh, we got to... Narzul stole the Plague Wards. That's gonna... They might be able to save this tower with this. If he can just keep spamming Plague Wards. Oh, it is a Plague War. Look at this shit. Just fucking... Look at this crossfire. 1, 2. 2 on one side, 4 on another. Can they focus it? Oh, Young Abe getting caught by the kinetic field, but he can just blink out. Realizing that that's a little bit too greedy. Okay, they wisely decide to hold back. More Plague Wards, more Plague Wards, more Plague Wards, more Plague Wards, more dots, more dots, more dots, more dots, and the tower finally goes down. More dots. And What the Puck, and they decide to dive. More What the Puck getting caught on the low ground, and Nozul. Unfortunately, that's going to be a 2-for-0 trade, and now Amp pulling just getting amped up off every single kill here, just pulling ahead further and further and further. God, where's the relief in sight for LaL at this point? It wasn't the Plague Wars, I'll tell you that. Not the best spell steal. It was a spell steal. I'm just glad I bet he was happy he just picked up something at this point. But now an Invis rune for Sweet Kissing, who has complete choice of wherever she wants to go in the jungle at this point. Just wherever you want to go, you can have it. Complete turtle mode from LaL. Now everybody's back up. What the Puck has arrived. Let's check the levels real quick, see how we're doing, at least in that respect.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Wow. What the Puck actually is still tied for first, but all the other supports are still 2 critical levels behind. Excuse me.
Middle tower has fallen.
And Darkness was popped. What the Puck getting really frustrating, really wanted to make a move with these, knowing that this is his time to do stuff, and getting nothing else but mild turtle harass skirmish action. Definitely just getting blue balled to hell, really, is what he's getting to. He's literally getting blue balled to hell. Really? Okay. Cool. Sweet Kissing is actually a female player. Very rare you see in this scene. Actually, way more common you see this here than in EVE Online, which I'm used to. It's like 1 in 20. So it's good to see that here. Young Abe just pushing out the lane happy. Diffusal is done. Ready to start on a Manta if he so chooses. He's got the orb if he wants it. Let's take a look at some more gear here. Yule's done on Cranes just for the hell of it. Why not? Get some extra disable in there for the rest of your teammates to come in. Doppel with a gem to go ahead and completely take over that jungle and take out every single ward in existence. Where's he at right now? Yep, pinging out wards that need to go down. Wasn't able to get rid of him. Ion Shell's going to push him back with some creeps. They did see him. And up top we got a little bit of a battle. Ooh, no we don't. Doppel getting a track and then immediately rotating down bottom. No, Doppel just got it. Okay. There we go. Young Abe having a hellaciously hard start, but definitely bouncing back. They changed their strategy to the point where it worked. LaL is adapting. They are able to survive this, and they're not constantly feeding kills with no point at all. They got caught in a bad fight down bottom, but it's not like they just completely zerged in or anything like that. They are adapting. There is hope for them at this point. We got a smoke for Lina, smoke for Lina. Might take it at the shop here. Might take it a little further back. Maybe they know that since LALs have their backs to the wall the entire time, they haven't had a chance to get wards out. So you can pretty much smoke up wherever you want. Now with the Puck, trading track for track, literally just trying to run him down, but no good.
For me.
No vision, mainly because of no dust. Ner'zhul does have dust, but Lights Out has dust. But at this point, your hard chasers and such are the ones who really need the dust the most, such as What the Puck and What the Puck and Finest One. If she's just straight up farming, that's fine. But even having a defensive dust, if nothing else, it still slows down heroes. And when you're in a race on the way back to base, 12% slow or whatever, 20% slow is life and death. Young Abe just all over the fucking place. Young Abe's everywhere. Young Abe is literally Young Abe is literally the quagmire of this game right now. He's just spawning little young Abes everywhere. And the first rush of the game at 23 minutes. This guy's so long. It's just like, yay! I finally get to play with somebody. Woo! Let's party, guys. Let's bring 3 of you in so I can bash you. Yeah. Liquid Swords is not the guy to be tanking this. Well, Young Abe neither. Can't do illusions. Unfortunately, that is going to give some more space. Doppel sticking around. Nice, good choice for Doppel to just keep roaming around. Very nicely done. Unfortunately, he doesn't have that high ground vision that's going to... Like, there's an observer ward, yeah, but if there wasn't one, if he wasn't carrying a pack of wards with him, you know, there's a good chance he could have gotten seen and or ambushed. So it's a little bit dangerous for him to be running around right now. Owl bitch. Oh, I love that name. Owl bitch.
The shard has fallen to the dire.
Immortality.
I'm so jealous of people's names. A cat on your keyboard is good, but it's just not. It's too long for casting. A caster's name. Cheeks of Flappin' is just. Oh man! As soon as I heard that name, I was like, why did I pick Kairos? By the way, Kairos is the Greek god. There are 2 Greek gods of time. One's Kronos, the god of like the flow of time, and then there's Kairos, which is like the god of the exact moment, the perfect moment to go all in, the perfect moment to strike, the perfect moment to commit to something and succeed. So you gotta give me credit for that. That was pretty. I think that was pretty decent, but I prefer some of my older names like Cat on your keyboard and Sandwich is
The Dire's
tasty.
top tower is under
Doppel's
attack.
still running around.
Dire's fortified, I see.
Finally getting a tower. That is the first AMP tower going
Dire's
down,
middle tower
and that
is
was
under
not
attack.
denied either. So you gotta be feeling good about that. Still way behind Naga. Jeez, Naga. -1 is literally half the gold value of Young Abe at this point, and not gonna get. And it's only gonna get worse and worse as Young Abe has more and more farm potential. This is gonna be insane. This is going to be over in the next 10 minutes unless they can do something. Oh, and Sweet Kissing diving in a little bit too deep with Doppel. We're going for the tower with Karns. Karns there to back him up with lots of plague wards. Anything stolen by Nerzul? No, nothing stolen there. Not a lot of good opportunities. I mean, plenty of good opportunities to steal stuff, but not sure if the like just quick on the draw. Gotta get quick on that draw and steal that stuff. At this point, anything. And Sweet Kissing getting caught silence for 4 seconds, but that's already gone. Pretty much free and clear to walk, just moonwalk her way out of there here if she wants to. This Ensnare would kind of ruin her day, but that's pretty short. Nerzul still not able to get a good chance to steal track if he can, but nope, still nothing. Being able to steal a spell from high ground is fairly easy at this point. Just gotta be there. Playing it super safe though. Super safe. This is a... Oh, here we go. Doppel diving in with Young Abe. Young Abe in the million. Young Abe spawns. Sweet Kissing diving in, giving no fucks. The kinetic field with these Static Storm is there, but it is Young Abe is just too farm. They're giving no fuck, diving in with everything they have. Sonic Wave is going to take out. Sonic Wave is going to take out Nerzul. That is a complete team wipe, and GG is called at 26 minutes. This game is completely over. Well done by Amp on their first victory. Completely dominating this game from start to finish, from the draft to pretty much from the draft to the end. Just kudos to Amp for this one. This is granted, this is only the first game for these teams. This is, you know, very first game. Tons of improvement for all teams. Doppel being a boss, having 0 kills, all assists. Gotta give him MVP on that one. Did a really good job of just dewarding and controlling, just having the bounty hunter on the map, just completely controlling the situation, and having a Queen of Pain that can bounce in and out, completely just controlling the entire tempo of the match. And that allowed a underfarmed PL that was falling behind to bounce back and literally come back and just completely control the game. That's about it. First cast done. If you guys want to head back, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys watching. If you guys want to follow, this is going to go on YouTube later. This has been recorded, so look for it there. Look for more matches to be casted. I'll probably do the Sunday one, and that's it. Let's head over to the lobby, see if anything else is going on.